you're presenting that in the context of a conference. So it's not your first keynote speech. It's your first keynote speech in the annual meeting of the Portuguese Economic Journal.
It's actually my first keynote speak.
Really? At all?
Yes.
Are you excited
And I'm
for it?
very excited, and I'm also very excited. I'm doing it in UTAD, and when I was invited to Universidade Trás-os-Montes and Alto Douro, my mother is originally from Vimios, from Trás-os-Montes, and so it's even more special. I remember coming here, taking hours and hours from Lisbon when I was very small. It just felt like far away in mountains, and I was just, look at this. And it's a beautiful day, and I'm very excited that the conference has been a great success. They took us to an amazing restaurant yesterday, and it's a great the sessions also, I think they're bringing a very nice group of people, and it's been really good. I have never done a keynote speak, as I said, so I'll just present work I've done. If I was supposed to talk in general about economics, that's not the keynote speak they're gonna get.
Well, how do you feel about the role of conferences in economists' life? Do you feel they're very important? Do you feel they're underrepresented in most people's day-to-day life? Do you think people should go to more conferences?
Well, I've seen people go to a lot of conferences when they present. I have never attended a conference where I didn't present, but I've seen people do that as well. And they love doing that because they get exposed to a lot. They have options to go to different sessions, and in order to reach that many topics, they would have to go to a lot of seminars. And typically in a conference setting, you get like the nutshell of the paper and the intuitions there because they don't have a lot of time. So it's also a very nice idea to get a sense of what people are working on. But if you want to know the details of the papers, it's a very short, typical conference length. It's pretty short. Even today in the session, I have an hour and I'm presenting a lot, so I will have to give a lot of intuition. But I think I do love attending conferences in the field and general conferences, and the best thing is the networking. You meet people, and co-authorships have emerged from me having attended conferences. We find out we have something in common, and the style of work matches, and now with the internet and easy communication, you engage in very nice collaborations. The conferences also make people, in this case, at least to me, aware of the amazing research that is done elsewhere, right? So, and it's pretty impressive to see the very good work that's being done in Portugal. I've been away for a while, and it's always been the case. I know Portugal does, of course, the best research is from Portugal. But seeing it actually happen in such a diverse set of topics from micro to macro is pretty cool. And the students, the graduate students, are also very well trained. And
do you have any advice for a grad student that is currently
I hope
taking...
to meet her today. She wants to work on consumer behavior as well, and in the wine industry, and measure the willingness to pay for attributes of wine. So I would love to chat with her on how far she has gone. She was telling me the challenge is getting the data, and so strategies to try to get data. Although now with the internet, if you are able to code well, a lot of information may be also available online. So it's kind of a matter of figuring out how to access the data.
Just one final question. Do you have any particular economist that has inspired you, a favorite Nobel Prize?
Oh my God. I have many people that have inspired me. One of my, well, the economist that inspires me the most is my husband, Miguel. Just the brilliance of his mind at work. I just love listening to him work, and I saw his talk yesterday, and that was just spectacular. And then my best friend George Judge, professor at Berkeley, he's 91 years old, goes to campus every day and publish journals of econometrics. I want to be like George when I grow up. And then the Nobel Prize winner that has inspired me the most is one of my committee members and advisors, Dan McFadden. And I'm so happy he won the Nobel Prize because he's just the most generous and brilliant person I've met, working on, and everything I use, there is not one paper I've written where McFadden's there, and so it's kind of I'm never gonna grow up and be like him, but I admire him a lot, and he has given a lot of himself to his students. Tiago Ribeiro is also at the conference, was a student of Dan McFadden, and we're just super fans of him. Yeah.
Great, thank you very much.
You're welcome.